Office politics is a working reality in every organization. Organizations are made of employees who all have ambitions and needs that they have to fulfill. This ambition creates a sense of competition, and there are many aspiring for the same promotions. As a manager, you have to focus on what you can do best to achieve your goal of progressing in your organization. Office politics as a phrase gets a lot of bad press, but I believe office politics doesn't have to be all about buttering up people or spreading rumors and bad gossip or attacking people in a verbal, unethical way. Developing self-awareness and getting a sound understanding of personality types can help you navigate the way towards success. Using psychological understanding of human behavior, you can advance your career prospects without acting unfairly or inappropriately. There are 7 ways to do this. 1. Study. Download the organizational chart of your company and pay attention to the individuals that hold the real power and influence. This would mean their position in the company, brains behind the business, or who gets the most respect and for what reasons. And then slowly start observing these key people's interactions, relationships, and their formal and informal networks. So things like who gets along with who, what groups or cliques they belong to. For example, if you're working in the finance department, look up who's the director of finance in your company. Where are they based? Who reports to them? Are there any of these top people in your location of work? Find out about them and their informal networks. Do they have a particular hobby or interest that you also have or are able to develop? Create common grounds for bonding or conversations. 2. Understand personalities. Knowledge is power. Once you become aware of these powerful people and their interests and groups, you can start to find ways to interact with that group and start building your own network. For this, it is useful to understand the personality types of each of these individuals. The 5 broad personality traits described by theorists are extraversion or extroversion, agreeableness, openness, conscientiousness, and neuroticism. The 5 basic personality traits, this was coined in 1949. So if you realize the key target person has traits of extraversion, they are people who are very relationship focused. They love to share their knowledge and will love you if you are a good listener. On the other hand, if the key person is high on agreeableness, it will be easy for you to align yourself with them, but know that when required to make a hard call or defend you, they may not stand up to the occasion. If the person is highly conscientious, remember that they have a keen sense of duty and organization, and you need to watch what you say and how you work in the organization. The other important personality trait that can define leaders or individuals of interest is of adaptability and creativity and openness. Ensure you always listen carefully and give attention to their visualization of the future of the company and develop an understanding of their ideas to connect better with them. Neuroticism most times gets a bad reputation, but it is not always a bad thing. Many leaders or managers use this to their advantage in areas of customer service and finance. It is important to connect with these individuals and understand the negative aspects that they point out in constructive ways. Learning about the intricacies of the personality traits will make you very aware of human behavior and increase your emotional intelligence quotient. 3. Relationship building. Find ways to interact with the targeted groups and individuals at all levels of the company. Be polite, and friendly. 4. Develop your people skills. Join a course or read books on developing emotional intelligence so that you are able to be empathetic and listen to feedback, reflect and regulate your emotions. You will be more self-aware and be able to respond instead of reacting to office dramas. 5. Develop listening skills. Learn to listen carefully to what team members and other managers have to say and learn from them. 6. Play the number game. Get to know as many people as you can in your company, as that gives you more chances of building your own brand and reputation in the company. 7. Be alert to anyone who uses negative office politics. Understand how they operate so that you can counter or avoid the impact of their behavior. A positive influence is a sure sign of visionary leadership. Avoid getting sucked into toxic office politics and remain professional at all times. As your brand and reputation grows, your team will be happier and more productive. This way, you can be part of the office politics in a positive way. That will mean a win-win for the organization, for your team, and importantly for you to develop your leadership skills. Trust you have found this video helpful. Please do like, subscribe and comment on my videos. I have had a lot of requests to do more videos for managers on how to spot a toxic boss. I will put up that video soon. Until then, take care, and as always, I truly believe employee wellness leads to successful business. Thank you.